What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Daily Ridden Exotics. So today up with a new vlog. I'm on my RC390 and I'll be going to do a review of a special machine. Got the SWAT Pillion today, so I'll give you my opinions on that Swedish baby today. So watch the video till the very end. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and please do like and share. So right, let's get started. So we have the motorcycle right here, and to begin with, lots of Husqvarna badging, you see, on the front fender, on the tank. So it's everywhere, see that, on the tank cap, the seat, lots of Husqvarna badging. The exhaust, on the engine as well, so it reminds you that you're riding a Husqvarna. And the design, you know, the top panel is very sleek. There are just two panels actually, first and this is the second one, so nothing else. You get a luggage rack for this SWAT Pillion, and yeah, the design front, it does look ravishing. And it also has that, you know, they have tried to keep that, they've tried to give it the neo retro charm, and they've done it quite well. When you come in at the back here, so this is the most attractive tail I've ever seen. And for India, since people are crazy about tail tidies, well, you don't need to get one. To consider my suggestion, if you take off this grill, it would perfectly suit you know, the tail tidy attire. And the tires are, the rear is a 150 section, the front is a 110. These are the block tires by MRF Rev Z FD. Well, I'm seeing these for the first time on a motorcycle. This seems quite busy here. I don't know, somehow this seems busy, you know. But yeah, sleek, agile, compact, very compact, you know, very compact I would say. And they should have done something to, you know, for these wires here, because the top end is very sleek, and then when you go down you see lots of exposed wiring harness and all. So Husqvarna should have done something about it, but nonetheless, see, Husqvarna badging over here as well. The mirrors are round to complement its neo retro look, and even the dash is round with the plastic on top. So Husqvarna says pioneering since 1903. Oh yeah, so by the way, the Husqvarna SWAT Pillion means the black arrow, and the WIT Pillion stands for the white arrow. So yeah, accordingly they have, the paint scheme for this is black and grey, and for the WIT Pillion comes in silver, ravishing silver. And so yeah, they've tried to match the name to its appeal and all. So it's a side stand, and there is lots of information to offer from this instrument. So as you can see, as I toggle to the menu, fuel range, trip 1, trip 2, and yeah, you can also turn off the ABS. I mean, not turn off completely, but just at the rear it says super moto mode. You see, that's the super moto mode, and it turns off the rear ABS, allowing you to do drifts and, you know, slides. So let me keep this back on. It changes to road. So although it is too difficult to read in a rainy situation, but yeah, it has tons of information to offer. And what else do we have? The disc brake is all, you know, since this is built on the KTM platform and built by Bajaj at Chakan, it carries lots of traits from the KTMs and the Bajaj. Yeah, but you know, the Swedish have done a great job, and this bike looks very well put together, compact, and for Indian roads, yeah. And The only difference between width pillion and the SWAT pillion is the raised handlebars and the position of foot pegs. So this gets a normal, braced handlebar. This is a braced to complement its off-road capabilities. And what else do we have? The seat is all same. The foot peg is rear side on the width pillion, unlike the case here. You see, you sit upright, and let me hop on this right away. So the first impression is when you sit on this, there is something very narrow between your legs, and I'm 6 feet and I rest my foot properly on the ground. But when you sit for the first time on this, you will notice that this is a tall bike, and it may pose problems to short people, say 5'5" or 5'4". I doubt, it may pose a problem. They may tiptoe a bit. But yeah, I'm 6 feet. Post 5 or 6, 5'5" or 5'6", height shouldn't be a problem. And the seat height, it is more than any of the KTMs. Also, but not more than the 390 Adventure. But the other KTM lineups, it is actually taller than all. So that's it. Let me take this on the road and see how does this drive as well. So yeah, you see, this is all LED unit, and you can see the light placement as well inside of the headlamp. So there it is, and SWAT pillion written on the rims. WP Apex suspension. So yeah, in terms of equipment, everything, it is loaded. And the exhaust note also, it is quite different from the KTM. It is more bassy, I would say. You see, so yeah, let's get this to road and let's get riding. Finally, I'm on the Husqvarna. So first things first, what you notice is refinement level. The vibrations are very well contained. See, I'm at 2 or 3,000 RPM, and there are no vibes at all. Yeah, I feel a few at higher revs, but since it's a KTM engine, a bit of vibes is predictable. It does feel a lot more like a taller Duke 250. Well, yeah, I'll talk of the brakes, the engine, and the power figures as we get on the road. But right now, all I notice is the off-road capabilities are good. They want this to be a scrambler, so obviously they must have given something that complements it. Say this handlebar, say this tall position. The rider's triangle is nice. You sit straight upright. My legs are very comfortable. The position of the foot pegs, everything, it does feel a lot more like scrambler, and it is one. What am I talking about? It is definitely a scrambler. Just one thing that hinders me is the ground clearance. At 149 mm exactly, it isn't very much tall. You gotta be careful when you're going on rocky surfaces or on bigger speed bumps. So that is the area of concern. Could have been better. Yeah, already it is tall enough, so Husqvarna thought, let's not make it any more taller. So they just stopped it right there at 149 mm. I guess we need a boat here more than just bike. We need a boat here. Let me try saddling on this. So it is Yeah, the handlebar is a bit low, but yeah, this is not an adventure bike, you suppose. It is a scrambler, but yeah, saddling is quite easy. And if you could have a handlebar raiser, it would be perfect. And handles well. I'll talk about its ergonomics and handling once I hit the road, but yeah, I'm sure it is a good handler. It is supposed to be one. I'm on the road with this SWAT pillion, so let me get on the gas right away. First gear. It is more or less the Duke 250, but the thing to talk about this is the practicality. You know, it is rightly built for the Indian roads. The suspension isn't too soft, isn't too stiff. The front is obviously, cause it must be stiff since it's a WP Apex. It is stiff, but the rear, you know, it doesn't feel bumpy or anything. It is properly strung. And yeah, I forgot to tell you, there is also the gear position indicator on the console. So yeah, this motor is a 3-year-old. When we first saw it on the BS4 Duke 250. This motor is presently shared by the Dominator 250, the Husqvarna siblings, the Width Pillion, the SWAT Pillion, and the Duke 250. So the only difference is the state of tune. Well, this is, you know, the mid-range on this, I felt, I'm not sure, but from the Duke 250, the mid-range on this is very grunty. You know, there is ample of power in the mid-range, and in the low end this is also torquey. You don't have to keep throttling much. You can cruise at 60. I'm in 6th gear now and I'm at 65, 67. So yeah, it is, you can cruise on this easily without throttling out much. And talking of the fuel economy, the fuel tank is just 9.5 liters. Yeah, it will hinder you on long rides. Say it can go about 220 to 230 kilometers. Well, don't count me for it, but yeah, at least it should go about 230 to 220 kilometers. But if you cruise on it, say 100 in 6th gear or 110 in 6th gear, you will get some good range on this. Yeah, practicality. See, you see this luggage rack here? Well, it suits right with the name and the purpose of this bike. This it is a scrambler, and yeah, all of it just complements it to be one. And Husqvarna, it is a great job. You all have it isn't late to the market. They aren't late to the market. And with these bikes, I will, you know, with these bikes, I guess it will attract lots of audience, especially those who are looking for touring friendly bikes in sub 300 or sub 250cc. So you take a test drive, well, to know the difference between the Width Pillion and the SWAT Pillion. Well, both are similar in terms of almost everything. The only difference is the way you sit. See, I'm sitting right, I'm sitting straight upright, but on the Width Pillion you'll be slightly leaned in with those clip-ons. Ride quality may differ, but not much. Everything will be more or less the same. some RPM, they vibrate, and I cannot really see clearly what's behind me. Yeah, I do have there's a vehicle or such if there's light or something, but these vibrate a bit when the RPM climbs up, and yeah, that is nothing to complain about, because since these are lightweight and coupled with the KTM engine, a few vibes on the handlebar are predictable. The gearbox is smooth like the KTM's. It does get a slip and assist clutch, so not to be afraid if you are downshifting aggressively or enter a corner and then you have to aggressively downshift. And these block tires, they don't inspire much confidence, but I would say when we did the off-road, it helped me plant the bike right away, plant myself and the bike right on the roads. But here it doesn't inspire much confidence. The Revzy on the wet pillion may be better in corners, but these are dual purpose, you may say. Mild off-road is fine, throw it some mild off-road patch and it will do well, it will get its job done. To conclude, Husqvarna now have entered this segment in India with the introduction of two models, the 250, both being 250s, the SWAT pillion, the width pillion. In the European market, it does have the 701, the 401s, but entering India with these, well, personally, I feel it will have lots of audience, and many people are gonna head to the showroom, head to the KTM centers, head to the KTM showrooms to get one of these. And yeah, at the price point, both are similarly priced. There is absolutely no price difference between the SWAT pillion and the width pillion. So yeah, a very well put together bike, neat, clean, agile. So that's it for today. If you like this review on this, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't do the top speed on this since it is a new bike. It is running on the break-in period, but yeah, we'll do it soon. And that's it for today. Thank you. Please do like, share and subscribe and get notified.